Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm okay with you licking your opponent's neck as a distraction.
No.
Tongue action all day.
No.
Yes.
No.
Correct.
Not
Yes.
today, not never day. No.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, maybe I'm not.
Welcome to the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. I'm Joy Taylor, it's Brandon Newman. Our producer Ashley just snuck in a very inappropriate comment that she's triggered by. No, not shout out to DJ Khaled, not this week. Moving on.
This type of episode is
Moving on, yes, set the tone early. We're going to talk some LeBron,
Yes.
some NBA basketball, some hockey.
Yes.
Some hockey in the Maybe I'm Crazy podcast. You know,
Yes.
we're gonna diversify our sports.
We gonna try.
Yeah. Well, you're feeling up to
I'm
the
gonna
hockey
try.
conversation. Okay. I am no hockey expert, but I do have some thoughts. And Kobe, NFL cheerleaders. Rodney Hood doesn't want to play basketball. Saturday Night Live. Childish Gambino. The Met Gala. Tom Brady he is Patrick Bateman. He is Patrick Bateman. We need to be careful.
He is terrifying. I don't want to see another picture of Tom Brady.
Okay,
in my
well,
life.
we'll get to that later.
Okay.
And Adele is a loser this week, which has triggered half of our staff. Lots to get to. But let's start with LeBron. They swept the baby dinosaurs. Shocking outcome to that series.
History would suggest it was expected.
History would suggest that. And also just anyone who watches basketball. The idea that series was going to go 6 came from Shannon Sharp, which was only a triggered reaction from how long the Pacers series went, which was fun. I appreciated a 7-game series in the first round from the Pacers. It's fun to be able to watch more basketball, but I don't have any faith in the Raptors because what are they going to do? Nothing, which is what they showed.
They
Not
actively
shocking
did
at all,
nothing.
despite the fact that Drake is their ambassador, and really Drake was the toughest one out of all of them.
Drake being the
Even
toughest
though-
thing
even
out of
though-
LeBron proves to be a difficult chance.
That's problematic, yes, especially since
victory.
he cannot actually participate in the game.
Precisely.
And him being tough is really just him talking, which, as we
Yes.
all know, if you have to talk that much, you really ain't trying to do nothing. No, you're not. Here's the bottom
Drake
line. If
runs
you're
around
really
with the
trying to
shoot.
fight, okay,
You know what I mean?
fine. Listen,
You know what I mean?
we love Drake, okay?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you talk that much, you don't really want to fight. You don't.
Yeah, Drake doesn't try to fight. He'll get punched in his face.
Okay, but they're
Imagine
both
Drake with a
talking.
black
The
eye?
point- no, not a good look.
No.
All right, with the beard, no, it's too much.
I don't want that at all.
I agree. I'm just saying he doesn't try to fight. He was the
Yes.
toughest one, and that's why in LeBron. And LeBron owns the baby dinosaurs, and it's really disrespectful. I called it a disgrace. If you follow me on Twitter at Joy Taylor Talks, my entire
follow.
thought on that series and game last night was this is a disgrace because it was. It's a disgrace to the game of basketball. And it's not taking anything away from LeBron's greatness, which we're going to get to in a second. LeBron has been incredible, but that series was a joke.
It's a disgrace to the regular season, in my opinion.
Yes,
Just
exactly.
like-
And that is exactly why it's become difficult to get into the regular season in the NBA because you've got these frauds like Toronto running around. And I don't mean to bash on Toronto. I hear it's a wonderful city. I'd love to visit one day.
Yes.
But as far as basketball goes, it's just not popping. I'm sorry. Like you're the number 1 overall seed. And you got swept. You got your ass kicked. He literally stole your soul and just, fried it up and just started munching on it right in front of you. And you're gonna watch it. You're gonna watch LeBron James eat your soul, and you're gonna like it. You're not gonna do a damn thing about it because you can't.
What's crazy is DeRozan and Kyle Lowry have like an eaten soul face. Like that's what your face looks like when your soul's getting eaten.
Yeah, and DeRozan was like, yeah, you know what? I think I've had enough of this. I'm just gonna foul really hard and get kicked out of the game because I don't.
He shouldn't have got ejected for that foul.
Okay,
though.
but you know what? Even if he didn't, he did not fight it. He was like, season's over. Let me just head back to the locker room, start planning my vacay, start getting my stuff together.
I'm so tired today from watching that game yesterday. I think
It was a drain. It was a
just
soul
like,
suck in every way. But more importantly,
here?
that's done. We're gonna see what happens with the Celtics and the Sixers. Hot take, Arita. Celtics gonna come out on top since no one has ever come back from a 3-0 deficit. Although no one's ever come back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals. Hold out hope if you want to. And I like the Sixers and they're gonna be great moving forward, but they're just not there yet.
No.
And
Not with that
Celtics have been playing better. Like that's just all there is to it. And So it's going to be the Celtics and the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Cavs are obviously going to win. We already know that. On to the finals.
What?
It'll be a fun series. I'll give them that. Maybe it'll go 6.
Yeah, it's not. There's no way it's going to be a fun series.
What do you mean?
There's
Six
no
is a fun
way
series.
it's going to be. Let me see. Marcus Smart and Kevin Love go at it. Like who?
Okay, listen.
Like,
I'm not implying that I care about the Celtics in any way. I don't.
Yeah.
They don't have Kyrie. They don't have Gordon Hayward. Jason Tatum's been great, but there's nothing about that series that moves me. So hopefully it'll be a fun series. Meaning hopefully it'll go 6. And I think LeBron, out of the kindness of his heart, since the networks lost 3 games off of that ridiculous sweep, that maybe he'll give the Celtics a game or 2.
We'll get what we owe in it. We wanted to see LeBron against the team of the future in the East, and we thought it was the Sixers. It's actually going to be
no. It is
the Celtics.
The Sixers are going to be great. Ben Simmons is going to be great. Joel Embiid is good. He's going to be great. They're going to be a good team. They're just not there yet. And it would have been much more interesting, of course, to see the Sixers against the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals. Even if they got swept, it would have been more interesting than the Celtics. And the Celtics have been playing great. Good for you. You're still not getting past the Cavs, even if Rodney Hood decides he's not interested in playing basketball, which we'll get to in a minute. But more importantly, of course, we are always talking about, is LeBron better than Michael Jordan? I'm a Jordan zealot. I don't see, my personal opinion, I don't see LeBron going higher than Jordan in my mind, because I've built Jordan up to be this mythical creature of basketball lore that has never lost a game and never missed a shot. And I feel like as every year goes on, more and more gets added to the pot of Jordan, even though he's done playing. There's nothing more to it. And of course, he was perfect. He was perfect in the finals, and that's hard to argue with. And which I think is pretty much a 98% possibility, that the Cavs don't win the championship this year. If they get against the Warriors and everyone's healthy, I'm sorry, they're going to lose.
But you realize Jordan's team was perfect in the finals. Like, the team was. Like, if it was just Jordan, I'd imagine he'd have as much losses as LeBron has in the playoffs.
I have a very hard time doing the team-by-team comparison with Jordan and LeBron, especially, even though I benefited tremendously, LeBron did leave Cleveland to go play with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, a team run by Pat Riley in Miami. Pretty big deal. He created the super teams. He created that free agency thingamajig that we all stick our phones right here through all of NBA free agency now. Like that's on him. So I have a hard time doing Jordan had this many all-star teammates and LeBron played with this many people. Like, whatever. It's done. Jordan won six NBA finals perfectly. Congrats. Never played in a game 7 and won 6 finals MVPs. Okay? So that's it. That's done. All right. And LeBron may be 3-6 in the finals when this is after this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
But arguably the greatest individual basketball player ever to play.
Right. So now here is where we are. Like, when you look at the statistics and the fact that LeBron is playing the way that he is and the minutes that he's playing and the fact that he's getting better in year 15 is kind of terrifying if you're a Jordan truther like myself. It's a little scary.
Where's that ledge at?
I don't know, but he's been bleeping incredible. Like, just unbelievable. Better than he was in Miami. I'm willing to say that. He is and look, like, I think he had more help in Miami. I know he had more help in Miami. Like,
yes,
you can
clearly
talk about Dwayne Wade's knees and stuff. Like, okay, they went to 4 straight finals.
Right.
Like, they won 2. Relax on Wade's knees. Like,
right.
Yeah, he had to take some time off. He was having some knee issues. Like,
yes.
Did Cavs have any injuries recently that we want to talk about? Like,
would you trade Ray Allen for Kyle Korver? The answer is yes.
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 Yeah, I would take Ray Allen over Kyle Korver.
9 times out of 10.
11 times out of 10. Yes, always.
Okay.
He hit the most clutch shot in the history of basketball.
We're saying that LeBron had help.
Correct.
Yes.
So the point is, he doesn't have help. Mm-hmm. He's playing amazing, and he's dragging this team through, and he's going to pass Michael Jordan in almost every statistical category.
Joy, this has been really fun watching you. It's
very
fun
it's very difficult
watching
for me.
you just like game
you know
after
what it is?
game.
Like, it's very hard also because like Nick Wright has been banging this drum.
Yes.
Nick Wright, First Things First, comes on before Undisputed here on
Yes.
FS1. You should check it out. Friend of mine, but he's very annoying about LeBron James. Just very obnoxious.
Honestly, the most annoying about LeBron James. I was going to come and defend LeBron James, and my argument to this whole thing was everything Nick Wright has said minus his Rockets takes.
Rockets takes got to go.
Gotta get out. Come on.
I get it. He has some loyalty to Houston.
That's cute.
You know, he was there, but the Rockets takes were not.
Okay, off Nick's right, on to
Yeah.
LeBron.
The point is, it's going to become more and more difficult to defend LeBron James not being the greatest. I'm still on Michael Jordan.
Joy, can we flesh this out? Like, you're saying that LeBron could, in this playoffs, can LeBron tie or leapfrog Jordan?
Okay, so here, that's kind of where I'm going. And yes, I'm skipping ahead because I'm assuming like a rational person that the Cavs are going to make it to the finals. They're going to beat the Celtics, as we already discussed. I'm going to assume that the Warriors are going to be in the finals. They're going to beat Houston because I don't think either one of us believes in Houston or really anyone else.
No.
That's really cute, but, you know, they make a lot of threes. The Warriors are better. And
Chris Paul likes to cuss.
Steph Curry came back after being out how many weeks? And just bust that
Over a
three
month,
right in your face. Eat it. Deal
And
with
then
it.
and Warriors
Deal with
fans are
it.
like, hey, no, he looks a little bit out of sorts. It's like,
Okay.
like,
Okay. I mean, I happen to love Steph Curry, but man, if you hate Steph Curry, that's got to be a shitty life.
that's a new type of racism.
I mean, that's
I don't
just
even know where they do that
sucks for you because he's going to pull up from half court and just drain it like it's nothing. Have you ever tried to shoot an NBA three before? We need to get that on video.
Yeah,
when we finally do the Maybe I'm
Stretch
Crazy
a little bit.
Olympics, that has to be one of the things, one of our tasks, our physical tasks. It is so far.
It makes no sense how far it is.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
It's really unrealistic.
It's actually silly.
It is silly. And when you shoot it, you automatically feel bad about every time that you were disgusted with an NBA player that missed it. I'm more like, how does anyone make this?
How does anyone?
I'm sure.
Draymond Green has become one of my favorite players because he can make a three once a game.
Joel Embiid shoots threes. He just like pulls up and then he makes it.
With his little mask on.
It's so with his mask.
Yes.
It's so far.
It's such a far way to throw anything.
I almost threw my shoulder out. I did a bit when I was in Miami with my co-host, shout out Jonathan Zaslow, in the Miami Heat training facility at the arena. And he was going to play for like with the Globetrotters.
Yeah.
So we did a little bit where I taught him how to play basketball. I'm better at basketball than him for sure.
Yes.
But I went to shoot a 3-pointer and my shoulder hurt for a week. It's so far. It's so far. Anyway, if you hate Steph Curry, sucks for you. Sorry about that. You should probably amend that take because that's just a crappy life. Anyway, the point is, if with this team currently assembled that LeBron has, with the way that they're playing, him dragging them through the playoffs, don't hit me with Toronto. It just that was I don't care.
Joy, they were the number one seed in the East.
I don't care.
They were the number one seed in the East.
The thought never even crossed my mind. The thought never even crossed my mind that they were going to get a game.
Like, you talking about this bench? Like, what? How did they get in front of my eyes, Joy?
Does this look like a face that cares? If you're listening to audio, my face looks like it doesn't care. It doesn't, because it never, like, I'm 0% afraid of the Raptors. If the Heat would have played the Raptors, we would have swept them.
No, but
Maybe they get a game. And Hassan Whiteside goes for 40. Unlike
Hassan Whiteside doesn't go anymore.
We'll get to Hassan Whiteside later. Anyway, if they're able to beat the Warriors, I may have to submit. That though did not feel good coming out of my mouth.
If who beats the Warriors?
If the Cavs beat the Warriors this year.
Oh, LeBron. If LeBron beats the Warriors.
Yes. If LeBron and the LeBrons and the other Cavs.
Yes.
If LeBron and the other Cavs.
Yes.
Is that what the SNL skit is? The
Yeah,
other Cavs.
Yeah.
Yeah. If LeBron and the other Cavs beat the Warriors, I may have to submit that he is the greatest.
It's as competitive as it has been with individual efforts. LeBron doing what he's doing, the actual vibranium, you can see it. You can see him take the hits and then like use that like the whatever the Wakanda stuff is,
right? Just
to go back and over the backboard. He didn't even score it. He's 2 points. Everyone else is showing up, obviously, because everyone else is the Raptors. The Pacers would have swept the Raptors.
Okay? I don't even know what you're trying to say right now.
I don't.
Gather your thoughts.
I can't even. The Raptors are so bad. LeBron is so good. It doesn't matter who he has on his team. Bronny, he had Bronny play with him. And
I think Bronny would be better, actually. Yeah. Bronny has no fear. Bronny Jr.
He's ready to play.
We're talking about LeBron
Yeah,
James
Bronny Jr.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be difficult to not admit that he's number 2 right now. He'll be 1A if he beats the Warriors this year. And then moving forward, it's going to be very difficult.
If he comes to the Lakers after that, Joy?
Oh, I mean, if he comes to the Lakers, I'm look. It's all very difficult for me. I'm not ready to admit anything, and I'm not ready to submit anything.
Joy?
There's too many things that can happen. But if he comes to the Lakers, I've already said I'm all in on LeBron James. I'm all in.
What's the female coach for the Spurs? Becky
Hammond.
He said, "Give me that Becky. We go wherever you want to go. Package deal. She can teach them how to get good hair." And, wherever they go.
Oh.
Becky and LeBron.
I love Becky Hammond.
Yeah.
Isn't she up for the Bucks job?
Yes.
Yeah.
Becky and LeBron.
Maybe hold off on that, Becky. I mean, can you imagine? Holy shit. Let's pray to let's just pray to the sports gods right now, okay?
Right.
What's something good I've done recently?
This past weekend was rough for me, but
yes.
I had some stuff. I know it. I got it.
I'm sure I've done something nice recently.
Yeah.
Dear sports god, please let Becky Hammond be, or gods, multiple, please let Becky Hammond be the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers next year, and LeBron comes here. I will take Paul George, even though he's not my favorite, but in order to make that happen, I'm willing to submit to that. Thank you.
Amen.
Amen.
Paul George.
Pat Riley be with you.
Kobe look like. Want to be.
Who?
Paul George is the Kobe want to be.
Paul George.
Kobe's the Jordan want to be.
Don't do
Paul
that.
George is the Kobe want to be.
Don't do that. We were on such an angelic note, and then you had to say something crazy. I mean, I know we say crazy things around here, but let's just keep it in perspective here. I don't want people to think we're weird.
Okay.
Paul George and Kobe.
He's trying to be Kobe, just like Kobe tried to be Jordan. That's what it is. It's not even debatable.
All right. This is Brandon Newman's. These are all Brandon Newman's takes. They have nothing to do with me. All right. That's it.
In or out?
Am I in or out? And you're wearing an In and Out shirt today.
I am, because today is going to be one of our last days doing In or Out in its form. We have some tallies. We have the results. I don't necessarily, we can go
Yes,
over
we've been
later.
trying to rename, we will do that at the end of the show.
Yes.
Let's not forget. We've been trying to rename, do some work today, Heller.
Yes.
We've been trying to rename the segment of the show, In or Out, even though it was our name.
Right.
It's a very creative name, very original. First
You're
Things
welcome.
First stole it.
Yep.
We love First Things First. Like Wright, Jenna Wolf, Chris Carter. But they stole the segment, so we felt the need to rename it since we're on the same network. And then other names that we came up with, other networks stole. So we are looking for a creative name, and so we will get to those suggestions later. I like some of them. I haven't had an In-N-Out burger in a while because when I have a burger, I like a good fry, and their fries are absolutely crap.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm being kind.
Big Meech, Michelle, agree with you finally. We had some last night. I had In-N-Out for the first time. I hadn't ate meat all April in May. But anyways,
you going with the Snacks Harrison diet?
Yeah, I'm trying to cut out red meat.
Oh.
Cut out red meat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm traveling a lot. Red meat, chicken, fish, keep it lean. Anyways, had an In-N-Out burger, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so lethargic today as well. So shout out to In-N-Out.
Yeah, we do this thing where we cover the labels of our coffee and sleepy and tired. I did the herd yesterday.
You're welcome. You did do the herd
after
yesterday.
doing Undisputed. Shout out Colin Cowherd.
Yes.
So that was 5.5 hours of live television.
You're getting it.
I'm happy to do it.
You're working.
I'm blessed.
You're working.
But it does
time.
actually make you sleepy. All right, what are we doing? What am I in or out on today?
12 Cavs players got clocked in Game 4 of the Raptors series sweep. Rodney Hood was not one of them.
No, he wasn't.
Hood has struggled in the playoffs, and especially in this series against the Drakes, going 1 for 19 from the floor in 39 minutes of play. You said on Undisputed that the SNL skit probably got to him. Joy, are you in or out on Rodney Hood tapping himself out in Game 4?
I always find these situations to be extra hilarious. I'm obviously out on him not playing because who the bleep is Rodney Hood that he's not going to participate in the Cavs sweep of the Drakes?
How?
I don't know.
How do you decide that?
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure you don't.
You just got here in
I'm
February.
pretty sure there are outcomes to the situation he's not going to like. For example, I don't know, other teams watch the playoffs.
Yeah.
And he's a restricted free agent this summer. Mm-hmm. And, he probably wants to keep playing basketball.
Possibly.
And if you're a GM of another team that, I don't know, wants to do some winning, you probably don't want somebody who decides when and when they don't go into games in a playoff game. Regardless of what the score is, regardless of the fact that it was obviously going to be a sweep, who are you? I don't get it. I really don't. And I'm all for like the cocky athlete and insane egos and do all that. I'm with all that. But the not gonna go in. Oh, and you've been terrible. You've been awful.
Very, very
You've
bad.
contributed nothing. The reason that you're sitting on the bench is because you've been bad.
I expected this out of Jordan Clarkson when like the
No, you expect this out of no one.
If you
expect this out of LeBron James. If Ty Lue says, "Hey, LeBron, you got to sit for a little bit," and then he goes to him like, "Hey, you got to go in," and LeBron's like, "No, I'm not going in," then that's understandable because it's LeBron James.
Right.
Who's the next person that can do that in the NBA? No one. Literally no one. Literally no one else can do that. And certainly not Rodney Hood.
Yeah, like what? Like what?
I don't understand it.
What?
I'm very out on it. I'm very interested to see what happens.
What?
Apparently he dressed quickly and got out of the locker room quickly. Smart move.
What are you doing?
I don't know.
It's not an Isaiah Thomas situation.
I mean, he could clearly get fined and suspended by the team.
Yes, as he should.
The GM says he needs to talk to him, but
like Kenyon Martin said this morning, don't play in the rest of the playoffs.
No. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. He will not. He will never. He will not. He will not see the floor. You will be in regular clothes, whatever you feel like wearing, bro, because you're not getting in the game.
Honestly, LeBron should be pissed. He did what he did to the baby dinosaurs, and now everyone after the game, after a series sweep, we're talking about Rodney Hood tapping himself out.
It's really like
it's disrespectful to LeBron.
So disrespectful. It's so disrespectful. It's.
We're talking about Rodney Hood right now.
Look. I'm not trying to be an old fuddy-duddy.
Think about his face.
But wow. First of all, you are obsessed with people's faces.
That's what I look at.
Second,
cover.
it's really disrespectful.
When I see him, that's what I
that
see.
Like the way that LeBron has been dragging this team, that you think that you have the cachet to tell anyone that you're not going to participate in the game because the lineup was. How many different lineups did the Cavs have this year?
He started in one of those lineup switch ups against the Pacers, and then never again. Never again.
It's so bizarre. I'm dying to know what happens. Do you think maybe somebody said something to him?
What could they have said?
I don't know. Like maybe LeBron said something to him. They've had how many? 29.
29 what?
Different starting lineups.
That included him at times.
Some of them did, some of them don't. Guess what? It's not about you. It's team game, and you're Rodney Hood. You're not LeBron James.
You're Rodney Hood.
I mean, no disrespect, but what are you doing?
What do you? I can't even sing the Ace Hood song. Like, I want to do it.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, you're keeping us.
I want to.
You're
but
keeping
he
us from
deserve
being able
that.
to sing a song. We can't even sing it anymore.
I don't even want.
Bye bye. All right, what's next?
Okay. Kobe Bryant was on Fox Sports Radio with the FS1 homie Karan Butler. Mm-hmm. High key sneak diss Ben Simmons jump shot. Mm-hmm. Ooh, did I just say that?
Close.
That was close. Yeah, you're right. The Black Mamba said.
I feel like you said Simmons.
Simmons. High key sneak diss Ben Simmons jump shot. Mm-hmm. The Black Mama said, just aesthetically, I would say build that thing anew. Oh, I was supposed to do my Kobe impression. Just aesthetically, I would say build that thing anew. It's all in the laugh. It's all in the laugh. It wasn't great, but it's in the laugh regardless. Joy, are you in or out on Hot Take Kobe taking shots at Ben Simmons?
Yes, because shooters shoot. And yes. Kobe, as we all know, Kobe liked to shoot the rock. And
who knew he liked shooting it like this though, Joy? He's not even. We don't even see him. Kobe Bryant is somewhere in a sound booth, just giving content to everyone.
Kobe is about that content life now.
But where is it coming from?
I don't know. Maybe he's had to just like keep it all inside while he's playing.
Oh yeah, he was just holding his tongue.
Look, Ben Simmons has got it. I mean, he has to do something. He can't shoot like that.
I mean, 1 point
if he's going to be 1 point Ben, yeah. I mean, that's
call him 1 point
look.
Ben.
You do have to call him 1 point Ben, and that's fine. Like you're going to struggle as a young player, and I'm okay with that. And it doesn't mean that he's not going to be great, but he does have to get better at shooting the basketball because that's how you score points, and that's the way that you win games in NBA basketball. Is the more points you have than the other team, you're the winner. So if you are, could you
imagine if the Sixers drafted anyone other than Markelle Fultz in the first round? Anyone else? Lonzo Ball, Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum, like anyone else.
They'd beat the Cavs. They'd beat the Cavs. They would.
De'Aaron Fox could play on that team.
Yeah, if they had, oh man, why did you even do that?
Markelle Fultz is on the bench joking with TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell dropped, 19?
Something.
Yeah, TJ McConnell had a career.
He's just hanging out, messing around with Markelle Fultz. Markelle Fultz is like getting him out of the game. He's playing the guy on the bench that gets people out of the game. Like, leave him alone. He's playing. I know. I'm a bench player. I know what the rule is.
Oh.
I talk to the players when they make eye contact with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't take
when
them out of the
coaches
zone.
aren't looking.
Right. Yeah. Don't let the coaches catch you. Yeah, that's amazing. If they had Donovan Mitchell, yeah, even if they had Lonzo, it's just. I don't know. But Kobe's right, though. Ben Simmons got to work. You got to work on that jumper. You can't have 1 point in the playoff game. That's not going to work.
He'll be fine. He'll get in LeBron's school of whatever the hell.
Oh, yeah. Clutch sports training.
Is LeBron clutch now? I know we didn't talk about it before.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is.
Right?
He had some pretty important shots.
Skip's okay with that?
Do it in the finals.
Ooh, do it in the finals. Blah. We'll see. Cheerleading ain't easy. And now, thanks to gender discrimination... What? You can't laugh during that. Cheerleading ain't easy.
Look at my shirt.
And now you do, saving the world. Guys, she got all the baddies on her shirt.
It's a girl's job.
It's a girl's job to get it done.
I mean,
it's in the DC.
It's not a very diverse shirt.
It's in the DC universe. It's Supergirl. It's Wonder Woman. It's Batgirl. You know, they could be aliens, so like they don't have to be white women, but they are in the shirt. Okay, so cheerleading ain't easy. And now, thanks to gender discrimination complaints filed by 2 former cheerleaders, the NFL has agreed to discuss improving pay and working conditions for cheerleaders. How nice of them. Joy, are you in or out on the NFL treating cheerleaders like human beings?
I'm obviously in on that.
Good.
So there's so much to this story. Mm-hmm. We talked about the Washington R-words situation. Last week on Undisputed, which if you hadn't read that story, I understand because reading is not always people's favorite thing to do, especially these days.
Takes
like
time.
Headlines are important. It does take time.
And people talk at you now, so like that helps.
Right. The video, very accessible.
Yes.
Anyway, so the basic background of all of this is one, there was a Saints cheerleader who came out and filed like a discrimination lawsuit. Which has like a whole section of content because she was fired because she posted an Instagram picture with like a lace bodysuit on or something. And then there was a Miami Dolphins cheerleader who filed some complaint because she felt like she was discriminated against because she was a virgin. She was treated differently because she was a virgin. And then there is the Washington Redskins.
Layers.
There's many layers. The Washington Redskins situation, R-word situation, is in 2013, they took the girls on this trip to Costa Rica.
Yep, Costa Rica.
And they invited some sponsors of the team, obviously all men. Mm-hmm. They had the girls doing like body paint pictures, and some of them were topless. And then they invited the guys to come to the photo shoots. And then they insisted that like 9 of the girls go to this party at this club in Costa Rica. They took all of their passports. There was some other like yacht party the girls were like encouraged to go to. Anyway, the bottom line of this situation is it's been going on for so long. I've covered the Miami Dolphins cheerleading tryouts in Miami for a couple years. I have many friends who are cheerleaders now, who are former cheerleaders, dancers. So I know all about like how all this stuff works. And a lot of it is not very surprising to me because like nothing in any of those stories surprised me. But like that's not normal. Like it should surprise me, right? Like my reaction should be, oh my God, that's insane. But it's not insane because I've been close to it. So I know how these girls operate, like how they have to operate in order to be cheerleaders. And look, I understand the mentality that like, oh, well, they're cheerleaders. Like they go out there and dance half naked. So like they deserve it. Like I understand that there's like people that think that way. Right. I'm sorry, you're a moron. But like that's actually not that's not actually how things work. Like
Right.
there's this I love this mentality of like, we want to be able to like go out and like see hot girls in like little skirts and like high heels and whatever, and like we want to be able to have sex without getting married and like do all these like amazing things.
Who's saying this?
But I'm just saying,
men in general.
people feel this way, not
That's
men,
true.
not women. I'm just saying like they want this freedom, but then
Yeah.
whenever like a woman does something like that, like she's a slut. I don't know. I feel like it's the round hole square thing. Like it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Like it's one or the other. Like either we're Handmaid's Tale or we're not.
The references.
I mean, make a decision. Like,
Yeah,
what do you want?
right.
What do you want from me? Like, do you want to be able to like live that lifestyle, or do you want women to like be pilgrims? I don't know, but it just seems like you can't make a decision about whether someone's a slut or not. It's very confusing for everyone.
There's a chance that if I add anything to this, it's me mansplaining. So I'm just going to say other words. I just did that. Continue.
Anyway, the situation with the cheerleaders is this. Just treat them like actual employees. They treat them insane. Most of them don't make any money. They have to spend an insane amount of money on like hair products and makeup products, and like some have to pay for their own uniforms. The Saints cheerleader complaint, like they had to sell a certain amount of calendars before they could actually go and cheer. Like the Saints, the New Orleans Saints really need that extra $200 from the calendars they sold.
They treat
Like
their
who
cheerleaders
who
like
was like
fundraisers in elementary school.
How can we make $200 extra off these girls that we're not even paying? Why don't we make them sell those calendar things we made them shoot for free? That's a great idea. Who the comes up with these ideas? And then of course there's always this like every team has their own set of rules. So like they always put a woman in charge of everything. So like the woman
Not
said
sexist
it's
anymore.
okay. The guy is not in charge, so it's
She's
not
wearing
our
the
problem.
pants.
Go ask the mama. So it's like it just the whole thing is just stupid. Just make it unionized. The Saints cheerleader complaint was the one that actually there was an element of it that I was like, wow, holy shit, that's insane. And I knew some of this because like you're not allowed to party if you're a cheerleader. You're not allowed to party. You're not allowed to fraternize with players whatsoever. Which the mentality behind that is like they don't want the public to see these girls as like escorts, basically. They can treat them like escorts when they work for the Washington Redskins, but the rest of them, they don't want them to be fraternizing with players, right?
Right. But
Because cheerleaders do go out into the community, they represent the team, right? So act appropriately when you represent the team, but we'd also like you to take topless pictures. There's no rationale behind any of the rules for these cheerleaders. In the Saints situation, they weren't allowed to make eye contact with the players.
That's difficult.
Because basically, if you make eye contact, it's kind of the same thing as having sex. So
It's not, no.
You know,
I think there's
shield your eyes.
Well, here's the issue with that whole thing is you don't know who players are unless you look at their face. That's my only complaint.
You're very
you know what I'm
into
saying? Like,
faces.
because you have to look to say, oh, that's a player.
No,
I
so
broke the
basically you have
rules.
to walk around the facility with your head down.
Yeah, blinders. Shouts out to Kentucky Derby.
No, you literally cannot make eye contact with players. And in the paperwork they gave them, they called the players predators. In print. Predators.
Who called who predator?
The Saints called the players predators. Like they are predators. They will prey on you.
That's not wrong though.
It actually is, because it's implying that these grown men are unable to control themselves around women, which is not appropriate. That is insane, actually. It's offensive to the players too. The whole thing is just insane. Just it's not that hard. Make it unionized. Treat them as actual employees and, I don't know, human beings. Pay them appropriately like they're actually employees when they go on a week-long photo shoot where if they were a model or anything else, they would be paid for. Right. I don't know, maybe pay them. Don't make them stand outside of the stadium to make an extra $200 for your team off of calendars. And, you know, I don't know, put some stuff in place that keeps you from getting discriminated against with, proper workplace etiquette. I don't know. It's not that hard.
No,
I can come to the meeting. I can help you out. I have some suggestions. And my biggest thing, I know you have nothing to weigh in on this, but my biggest thing about all of this is I just for once would love for the NFL to get ahead of something. You know? Instead of the reactionary thing, like maybe sit down like, how can we improve the workplace for these women? Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should pay them.
But that's why they hired the woman to lead the women.
Don't get.
That's them. That's these men getting in front.
We're
of
out
it.
of time.
And they're mad.
Don't get
And
me
they're
started.
mad. No, trust me.
I've always treat my girls with the utmost respect. I am just devastated that they felt like they were forced to do anything.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like the lady from Annie, the one who was running the orphanage. Okay, what her name be? Miss somebody?
I don't know.
Okay, not important.
It's a hard knock life.
The NHL playoffs are in full swing, or skate, or whatever it is you call the hockey game.
Mm-hmm.
The Boston Bruins winger, Brad Marchand. Don't try to correct me because you should have told me before how to say his name. Brad Marchand was interested in the story. Was an interesting storyline before the Bruins were met with the second round exit. Marchand, is this how you say it?
Sure.
I like Marchand. Yeah. Marchand kept licking dudes as some sort of talking tactic out there on the ice. Joy, are you in or out on people being weird in public?
I'm very out on people being weird. I have many thoughts on that. We'll get to that in a second. Before that, can we put this, like I'm talking about this now, but like, can we put this up? Can we put like a picture or video of him licking it? It's very aggressive.
Yes.
I hadn't seen it.
Hard licks.
It's such a wide tongue lick.
Yes.
It's not even like it's the full spread.
Yeah, it reminds me of like when I just get home, my dog's really excited to see me.
The full lap, if you will.
He wants
across the neck multiple times.
Mm-mm.
It's I mean, it's like when you watch it, you can feel it.
It does something to you.
It's very, very aggressive,
yes.
and I love it. Because anything you can do to distract your opponent, I'm here for that you can get away with.
Well, the NHL had to ask him to stop doing this. It's like, could you please?
Can you stop
licking?
Well, listen, how do you not
opponents.
feel it? I mean, I know hockey guys are like another level of tough, and their pain threshold is higher than any other athlete. Period. Like,
okay, they're weirdos.
Yes, they are. They are. But like, it's just like they'll go play after getting their neck sliced open. They get their teeth knocked out. Like it's insane what hockey players go through. There's no arguing that they're the toughest. But how do you? I mean, I guess that's maybe why you didn't feel it. Oh, it's just it's so much. But I love it.
How do you recover from a human lick?
I mean, you have to beat his ass. Of course, you have to beat his ass.
Well, there's rules that you can do that in hockey.
Right, but but that didn't happen to my knowledge. Right, there was no ass kicking.
No fight lick. No lick fight took place.
Okay. I'm not even gonna make the joke. But people being weird in public.
Did you cut it?
I have some rules for like just people in general. Don't be stupid. Don't be weird. Not that hard.
It's really hard for some people.
I
can choose which one to do.
It is incredibly hard for most people to not be stupid and not be weird.
Yeah.
You would be surprised, actually. Like,
I'm
I'm surprised daily at how weird people are. Mm-hmm. Stupid people never surprise me because I just assume everyone's stupid until you prove to me otherwise. It's just an easier way to go through life.
Yes.
So much easier. But the weird thing always annoys me because I'm like, why can't you just not be weird? Like every day, wake up, look yourself in the mirror, don't be stupid, don't be weird. And then just try and make it through the day.
A lot of times you accidentally become weird by trying not to be weird. You know what I'm saying? You're like this. Okay, don't do anything.
Listen,
weird.
You do that all the
Be
time.
normal.
Okay, you do that all the time, and I don't understand it. Because if you just sit there, you can avoid being weird. I am a weird person, but I have perfected my ability to keep my weirdness in my home. Okay, so the public weird thing is just not available. But like we were talking about when we were going to do the story, like what's something someone has done to you in public that you found uncomfortable or weird?
Right.
First of all, like I find conversations to be incredibly annoying. I don't like humans, so
conversations to be
just like
incredibly annoying.
People say weird things and you got to deal with it. It's a nuisance. But when people touch your hair, I find that to be the most insane, invasive, like space thing ever. Like when I have my hair curly, it's mostly straight now because I straighten it every day. But my hair is naturally very, very curly, obviously, and it would be big, and people will just walk up and just take their whole hand, that is not attached to my body, and just insert it in your hair. Strangers.
Put the hand
like,
in your
hair. Oh my God, I love your hair. What are you touching me for?
Strangers.
You're touching me. You're physically touching me. If I kick your ass right now, I'm not going to jail. You're going to jail. You assaulted me. Why are you touching someone's hair? If you're out there and you're listening to me and you touch curly people's hair, like stop touching their hair. All right? Because you may end up
Don't
dead.
touch anyone's hair.
Don't
when
touch
you see
anyone's
them.
hair. Why are you touching my hair?
What do they do? Where is that available? Chuck E. Cheese?
This can't be the first time you've heard of this.
We
know it's the first time you've heard of this, Heller.
Is there a group of people that you're talking to specifically right now?
Yes,
Joy?
white people tend to do this. Yes.
Well, and what would you say to them? Just don't.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
What
I kind
are
of look
you
at them in
thinking?
confusion. It always surprises me that someone will walk up and touch me. Yes, of course.
What are you thinking? That's the question for me.
Well, what it
Why?
is like, I mean,
taught you
it's a
that?
different kind of hair. You know what I mean?
I don't see other white people run up and touch other white people's hair.
Oh, of course, because
I don't see it.
It's the
happens.
same.
Isn't it a compliment though?
Get the boy.
I'm not going to
compliment.
break down the
BOP.
cultural like nuances of the situation, but yes, that is absolutely what's happening. And no, it is not a compliment. A compliment is, "Oh my God, your hair is so pretty. Thank you." What is not a compliment is being assaulted.
I actually would prefer, hey, your hair looks interesting. I don't understand it.
No, I
I'm
don't
perfect
prefer
with
that.
that.
I don't.
Fine. I have that conversation.
I do not approve of that either.
I'll have that conversation.
You'll have that conversation.
Yeah, I have a conversation.
Good for you.
I made my hair look different and on purpose. Like, this is not normal.
It's absolutely normal.
Okay.
There's nothing not normal about it. That's the whole point.
I know, but it's
My
just the
little
thing.
sister has bright red hair. Okay, Blake Griffin, but obviously a beautiful woman instead of Blake Griffin. No offense to Blake Griffin.
Beautiful woman version of Blake Griffin.
No offense to Blake Griffin.
Yes.
But she's a mixed ginger.
Shout her out.
Grace.
Okay, yeah, great.
Yeah, she's wonderful. I love her.
Yes.
But she has bright curly hair, and it's red, fire red. So when we were young, she's cut it now because obviously this has constantly happened to her, and she had enough.
Yes.
And she's a little crazy. She's been in the military for 11 years, so done several tours. So she don't play, and she's tatted head to toe. And I'm trying to describe it. This is so much. Imagine her as a child.
Yes.
Okay. So she has this hair. It's like this big. I'm not exaggerating, and it's bright red. I've literally watched people walk across the street to touch her hair. And just absolute just appalled. What is wrong with you?
It's not a dog.
It's not a dog. It's not. I'm not here to be
don't even
pets.
touch people's dogs. Don't touch people. Stop touching people's dogs.
Dude, is that a problem?
White people touch people's dogs all the time.
What? Why is that wrong?
They just think it's theirs. They think they can do it. You can't pet all the dogs. The dogs
Why
ain't
can't
out
you
here to
pet
be
the
pet.
dogs?
You don't be petting people's dogs. That's not your dog.
It's a pet. It's literally a pet.
It's not your dog.
It's
I'm
a
not-
pet.
No. Don't. White people, stop petting other people's dogs. I'm saying it right now.
Why? Okay, first of all, I don't touch dogs, so it doesn't matter to me. But like, why would you not be allowed to pet someone's dog? It's a dog.
Ask the owner. You don't walk up to the dog as if they're on their own thing. I had a buddy of mine. We were walking in San Francisco. He walked up to a dog, bit him in his hand, and he was like, "Ow!" I was like, "Did you know that dog?" He's like, "No." I was like, "Why'd you just run up to it?"
Oh, it's so stupid. That is so stupid.
And
He
this
deserves
friend,
it.
he's Caucasian. He's Caucasian.
I credit my speed to running from dogs as a child because the neighborhood,
that's the training.
If yes, oh, absolutely, best training
Yeah.
you can have running from dogs. It's biological. Got to get out of
I
there.
got chased by a pit once. My brothers were on a bike. They laughed at me. I was really fat still.
Did
at that
you
point
make
in
it?
time. It got to the point where I was in a tearful fit. I turned around to the dog. Stop chasing me! And I swung at it.
You fought the dog?
Yeah, and it went away.
Good for
I was
you.
like, that's why I understand.
I never got caught.
Yeah, well.
I always made it into the house in time, but it's terrifying running
If
from a dog.
you and I are ever running for our lives, you should definitely go call and get someone.
Oh, you're not gonna make it?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'm not surviving. I'm not going through the survival thing. Like if there's a disaster, it's a wrap. Don't look for me. I did not make it. I did not. I can't deal with the.
I was a part of the casualties.
I can't deal with the discomforts, so there's just no way. You don't have to worry about me.
Right.
It was my time. It's okay. I lived a good life. But as far as running from something, yeah, I will take off for sure. Like if I got up right now, this is instinctual. We are completely off script right now, by the way.
Yes.
But if I got up right now, this is a test for everyone in the room. If I got up right now, like I was just like, and got up and started running, you're out, right?
I'm asking you what happened outside.
You're
Wherever you stop running, I'm asking you what happened.
It is.
What are they in?
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
wonderful test
Oh my
to
gosh.
do that in a room full of people. Is to
Beautiful.
just get up and start running and see who gets up with you.
When you grow up and you're like you learn that from your
I've
parents.
done that with my family before. It's very
like-
funny. it's annoying because then they're like pissed at you. Like, what happened? Like, no, I just wanted to see if you still had it in you.
This campus start running.
Yeah, because the people that stay there and ask questions are the ones you don't want to be in a horror movie with.
I'm going to my little sister's graduation this weekend in South Carolina. I'm going to do that with a crowd of black South Carolina State.
Oh my God, don't do that.
I'm just going to start running.
That's not safe.
Running
You can't do that in public.
That's what I'm doing it at.
No,
in a suit.
it's too much.
Gone.
You can't
See how
do
many
it.
people follow me.
You can't do that in public. There's too many things that can go wrong. In the house, it's fine. But yeah, of course you get up and run.
Right.
We ask questions later. Hear ye, hear ye. Big Ben is petty, or as Ashley wrote here, is being a big baby.
Still petty. I would
Petty.
say.
Yes, we're gonna go with petty since it's a petty report.
And I won't back down.
So Ben Roethlisberger. That's my Pittsburgh coming out right there. Ben Roethlisberger. Going down the south side. He is upset with the Steelers drafting Mason Rudolph with the 76th pick in the NFL draft. Mm-hmm. He's made lots of passive aggressive comments. He's basically acting like a big baby. He's whining and complaining about them picking Mason Rudolph. Now, to Big Ben's credit, their defense was really, really bad.
Yes.
And they lost Ryan Shazier. Bless up Ryan Shazier, but he's not going to be back. Like, hopefully he gets back to playing football eventually, but he's not going to be back this year. We know
saw
that.
him walk for the first time. It was very hard to watch.
Right. I mean, but he's not going to play football this year. We know that. So like he was the cornerstone of that defense, and he's not there anymore. And their defense was bad. They couldn't do anything with Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I mean, making Blake Bortles look like an all-timer out there. I mean, in Montana.
He might be.
He's not. But the point is, they could have used some help on defense.
Right.
But why are you whining so much? Like, get over it. Who cares? They're not going to replace you, Ben. Like, relax. Not to mention the fact that you are talking about retiring every other week.
That's
what
my
do you
problem.
expect them to do?
That's my problem.
You're throwing your offensive coordinator under the bus. And look, like, I'm not the biggest Ben Roethlisberger fan.
Right.
For probably obvious reasons.
He's done some things off the field.
Yeah. I mean, but like, I want the Steelers to be good, and Roethlisberger is a great quarterback, but he holds onto the ball for as long as humanly possible, and he gets rocked. So he's gonna get injured. He's not going to be able to play as long as, like, everybody thinks, oh, Tom Brady's playing to 40. Like, might remind you, Tom Brady's a pod person. Okay. Yes. He's not a real human. Honestly, Tom Brady might play till he's 50 because he's a pod person. And he just interchanges bodies. That's what it is.
Ooh.
That's what it is.
Let's not get too far off track.
Okay, let's not get too off track. The point is, Ben Roethlisberger needs to stop complaining because you can't. Franchises always do this. They wait till the last minute to get a quarterback. They don't learn anything. Mm-hmm. They come in and then you've got 40 years of nonsense. Look at the Dolphins. You want to be the Dolphins? In life, you have a choice to be the Dolphins or not be the Dolphins. Always don't be the Dolphins. Okay?
If you have the option.
That's very simple. Mm-hmm. So, yes, they're trying to figure out who's going to replace you eventually. You're not going to play forever. It always annoys me when these guys act like this. Like, this is what Tom Brady did. And to Tom Brady's credit, like, he got Garoppolo the hell out of there.
He did. He bounced him out.
He bounced him the hell out of there.
And that was even after he started for him when he was suspended.
Right. But that's why. He was like, I got to go. He's handsome. He's great at football. Bill Belichick loves him. Like, all these things those are my things.
Those are the things that I do.
Those are the things
if you do those things, what am I going to do?
Right.
That's why I like Zach's response, though. He said, like, if I was him, I'd say the same thing, which proves the competitor.
Zach?
Zach Mason.
Oh.
Mason, right? Zach Rudolph. Mason.
Zach Rudolph would beat Ben's ass.
I know.
Mason Rudolph's just trying to be humble and get through the day. Yeah. Anyway, stop being petty. He's not going to start over you. Obviously, the Steelers could have used some defense, but it is what it is. I'm so tired of these guys complaining every time someone drafts your position. Guess what? You're not going to play forever. Get over it.
Can we stop asking them how they feel about what they did in the draft? It was like Alex Smith last year with Patrick Mahomes. Like, of course he's not excited about...
What's he supposed to say? Oh, I love that you drafted my potential replacement.
Yeah. Can't wait to pack my things and leave.
Well, those are just...
early.
Those are just some of the questions that, like, it's like the obligatory how are you feeling question after you lose the Super Bowl. Like, so what does it feel like? I don't know. What do you think it feels like? You tell me.
Can you articulate your dreams being crushed physically?
Emotionally?
Yes.
And in front of the entire world?
Yes.
That's what it feels like.
Ask Cam Newton.
Well, Cam Newton had nothing to say, so I think that pretty much puts it all in perspective. with a crazy hat on. All right, it's time for the DJ Khaled lit list. That doesn't make any sense. But it's the DJ Khaled. All we do is win award when we have one thing that is lit. We win multiple things. It's called the lit list.
Yes.
It's lit.
It's lit.
Yeah. I think I'm actually ready to be done with lit.
Interesting. I would like to bring that into the conversation. Comment.
I think
let us know.
I think it's time to discuss being done with lit.
But the problem
Here's why, because whenever someone who is older says it and it seems weird, I feel like it's time to be done with it. Like when they feel comfortable being like, "That's lit."
Yeah, once it becomes a thing that like actually people are saying to describe something that they like.
Yeah.
Like all people.
Yeah, like remember when bomb was a thing?
Oh yeah, that was bomb.
It was bomb. And then everyone started saying bomb, and I was like, we gotta be done with that.
Yeah.
Although bomb is the best way to describe good food. Like that hamburger was bomb.
Yes. She was bomb.
Maybe we could bring it back. Maybe we could bring bomb back.
I would be that. We talk about food
Can
enough. We talk about food enough. We can talk about bomb.
Bomb?
It's bomb.
Bomb.com.
No.
Okay. Anyway, the lit list this week, the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Multiple hockey topics this week. Okay? Because it is the NHL playoffs.
Yes.
I am not a hockey person, despite being from Pittsburgh that has a wonderful team, the Penguins.
I grew up as a hockey person in Detroit. There's one white guy on our block named Chris who used to do the air horn every time the Red Wings scored back in the day when the Red Wings were something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, the Penguins are still something, but I'm very in on the Golden Knights. They are an expansion team in Las Vegas, if you don't like hockey. And they've been proving everybody wrong. And they've gotten a lot of support in Vegas, which people don't really realize there's actually people that work and live in Vegas.
Yes.
And I always think that's funny. Like, I get it because in Miami, when people think of Miami, they're like, oh, yeah, South Beach. Like, sure, yeah, South Beach is also, I don't know, like 5 miles. There's millions of people that live in Miami. You think everybody lives on South Beach? But yes, because that's what they show all the time when they show the national games. They go right to South Beach.
Exactly.
Nobody understands that there's actually like a whole metropolitan city with multiple counties there.
Well, they probably talk about that because it's the only place in Miami where people speak English is on South Beach.
No. Spanish is definitely heavily spoken all throughout South Florida. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
But Vegas actually has a lot of people that live there. You would know that because when you think about, oh, there's people that work in these hotels, they must live here in Vegas.
Right.
Right? So people don't think it all the way through. Point is, they've gotten a lot of support from Las Vegas, which I think is interesting if you don't care about hockey. I think it's interesting because of the Raiders. I've been all in on the Raiders going to Las Vegas for years. Before this was even a discussion. Like it was like just a fantasy thing that was spoken into the sports air.
Right.
I was like in on that, definitely moved into Vegas. Sucks for Oakland, obviously, but having a stadium in Vegas, like first of all, Super Bowl in Vegas is just,
some would call it lit.
Someone call it lit. Someone call it lit. It's going to be incredible.
Yes.
And I feel like it should be in Vegas every year. Just cut the shit. Put it in Vegas every single year.
Super Bowl in Vegas every year.
Every year. Just eliminate these nonsense Super Bowls in Minnesota. Okay, minus 20 outside is a joke. Yeah. Like and forget, like people always think it's like, oh, like the elitist media doesn't want to be out in the cold. Yeah. Or how about all the fans that can't do anything but go to Mall of America because it's minus 20 degrees outside? Cool experience, bro. I'm glad you have a nice indoor stadium that we walk like this every 2 feet. It's insane. Like when they had it in New York, like, okay, I love New York City. Yes. All right. It's one of my favorite places in the world. It's wonderful. Okay.
It's beautiful.
But the winter sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cold.
Yeah.
The stadium is not even in the city.
Right.
So you've got half of the situation in the city, then half over at the stadium.
New Brunswick.
You literally got so lucky. A blizzard hit the day after the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. It's just insane. Why are you having it in these ridiculous places? Just have it in Vegas. It's going to be kind of chilly. You'll have a little bit of that football weather going on.
4 rotational cities I'm down for. I don't like one spot.
Miami, Vegas,
LA,
and Atlanta.
Dallas.
Gotta
go Jerry World.
You beat me. Dallas, Miami, Vegas, and LA. I'm cool with that.
All right.
Sorry, other cities.
It's just
not worth it. Anyway, the point is, Las Vegas Golden Knights swept the Kings, and they beat the San Jose Sharks, and they're going to be in the Western Conference Finals. They're an expansion team, and that's cool. And I also think it's very good for the Raiders because a lot of people were talking about they're not going to have any fans there, and I feel safe in saying that place is going to be completely full every week.
Lit.
It is going to be lit.
Yeah.
Not only with local people there, but those casinos are going to buy up gobs of season tickets and give them away to people as
oh my gosh, yes,
as like compensation for them losing their ass on the tables.
Yeah.
That place is going to be completely full.
I'm down.
Bachelor parties galore. Like it's going to be a fun experience, and that stadium is going to be incredible. Incredible.
They got a lot of space to put it. They can do whatever they want.
They can do whatever they want. The space isn't even the problem. Like, it's going to be huge, obviously, but like just you're going to have so much money in that stadium because it's Vegas, and the facilities in Vegas at like nice hotels are just insane. Like, if you've been to Vegas, it's insane. The facilities there. There's going to be so much money in it. I don't know why I'm going so long on this, but anyway, I'm excited about it.
No, it's exciting. They're going to play the Winnipeg Jets or the what's the other ones?
Oh, yeah, the Jets or the Predators?
The Jets or the Predators.
Oh, okay, the Nashville Predators.
Yes.
Oh, let's talk about that for a second
Yes.
before we move on. So much hockey talk. Nashville Predators, the thing that fans do,
Yes.
Nashville Predators, I know this because they played the Panthers, Florida Panthers, who I used to be very in on, but I don't live in Miami anymore, so I don't have to pretend like I care about the Panthers.
Congratulations.
Shout out to the Panthers, actually. I do like the Panthers, and I like a lot of people that work for the Panthers, but I can't follow them. It's too far. I only have so much brain space.
Right.
What was I saying? Oh, so the fans, they throw catfish on the ice. That's
And,
disgusting.
I mean, octopus in Detroit for the Red Wings, they throw octopuses on the or octopi.
Equally disgusting.
What? Well,
I think
hockey's
octopi is
disgusting
if it's
in a weird
multiple
way.
octopuses.
Multiple octopuses. Yeah, the octopi get on the floor.
Right.
But they throw octopuses out there.
Grilled octopus is delicious, by the way.
Oh, all octopus is delicious.
Love octopus.
Makes me smart.
Octopi, cactuses, catfishes. What were we saying? Cactopi. Catfishes are disgusting, though. Like
To eat or what?
Well, when cooked, of course, they're delicious. But a
Yes.
raw catfish, don't bring no raw catfish around me. About to throw it on the ring if I'm at a game. You get catfish juice on me, it's. We're gonna have a fair one for real. I don't mess with any funky fish stuff. I took a zoology class in high school. It was the athlete class. We all took it because
Right. Do they have zoo books as your like regular books?
Yeah, and you got to color. So like we all took it. Or like this is science stuff. Like what is it? Zoology.
Highlights magazine.
You literally have to like pick
and zoo
colors.
books.
It was coloring. It was coloring, and then you had to dissect some stuff.
But you learned about fish.
I learned that uncooked raw fish that is not immediately disposed of smells horrific, and I'm forever scarred because we did like an earthworm, we did a crawfish, we did a
Dissecting
frog, yeah, and we did a shark. And I have never smelled anything worse than a 2-week-old dead shark in formaldehyde. It's disgusting.
Where are they shipping sharks at? Where's you in high school at this point in time?
Pittsburgh.
You're in Pittsburgh and they got sharks. They flying in sharks for y'all to dissect in athlete dumb class?
Look, let me. I don't know how they pulled it off. All right, they must have had some special fund or something going on for it.
Yeah.
But I don't know how we got them. But it was like,
up in these
I mean,
sharks.
I would just shower myself in that Bath and Body Works
Love
spray
Spell.
leaving there. Yeah. Oh, Love Spell saved the
Spell
day.
was
It was so. And then you smell like dead dead deteriorating shark and Love Spell. Delicious.
Oh man.
We also did a cat.
Y'all dissected a cat?
Yes.
What was
yes.
his name?
I have. We named it Sundiata. My cat.
Sundiata?
Yeah, my cat. Me and Summer Lee.
Oh, okay.
Vote for Summer Lee, running for state representative,
vote for Summer
actually.
Lee and Sundiata.
May 14th, I
RIP.
think. But yeah, we dissected a cat. Also, yeah, it was so
cannot-
disgusting. It was wet. You had to take it out of the bag. It was like dripping formaldehyde, and you like put it down, and, like chop it open.
It was a
all
wet cat?
soggy. Well, you got to keep it in the juices so that it doesn't start smelling and stuff. I mean, it smelled, but like not like you have to keep it. Yeah,
What'd you learn from dissecting the cat?
there's disgusting. I don't want to cut up animals. You learn like how to like label the different organs and stuff. How did we get on this? Don't throw catfish.
We get hockey. Hockey gives us too much leeway.
Yeah, it's because hockey's weird.
We
yeah,
go
we go way over here. Anyway, next on the lit list, we have. Oh my God, we got so off track there. Childish Gambino, aka
Yes.
Donald Glover, is having a week.
Man.
Obviously, this is America. Incredible
Yes.
video. You had some thoughts on Twitter, and a nice Photoshop edit.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I have opinions on the whole thing. Childish is just flexing. Like a lot of people are like artists and doing their thing, and like Childish is literally flexing. He's rapping because he can. And I wanted to bring this up because I'm thinking about rapping, and I want y'all to let me know what name I should be. In the comments, I'm talking to people. I'm talking to the people, Joy. Stop looking around like you don't know we've been filmed right now. I'm talking to the people. Handsome and Husky is what I'm thinking about right now. But I need a rap name.
Double H.
You know what I'm saying? Be out here in these streets.
You gonna start rapping?
You know, why not?
Oh, I mean, there's a whole list of why not, but this is news. Anyway, I love the video. And,
yes, great stuff.
He's amazing. And moving right on into the LeBron SNL skit, which has got everybody triggered from the Cavs, aka just Rodney Hood, I believe. So if you didn't see the skit, it didn't actually air on SNL,
right?
And then they like put it on social media, so it might as well have aired on SNL.
Exactly.
And it's called the Cleveland Cavs promo, and it's basically just the other Cavs.
All of the other.
It's called
Cavs.
The Other Cavs, and what they do, and that they don't do anything to contribute to basketball. And like some people made the point, like, okay, it applied better to the Pacers series than it did to the Raptors series. I would argue it doesn't matter because I feel like I could play with LeBron James in the Raptors series, and they would still sweep because it's the Raptors.
And you're Joe Taylor.
I'm not great at basketball at this point in my life. At one point, I was okay.
Thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, I'm not great. The point is, even me not being great, I would be able to help him, assist in him crushing the Raptors because they were obviously always going to get swept.
Yeah.
But anyway, I do believe this is the trigger that put Rodney Hood over the edge.
Just seeing that sketch on Saturday night.
It's not even really that funny.
It's okay.
It's fun. It's fun. It was
it's
okay.
It's a good concept.
It's a
the
great
best
concept.
SNL can do.
Correct.
At this
I feel
point in
like
time.
a non-sports person wrote that. Like if a sports person had contributed to that, like with actual knowledge of what was happening, it would be on another level. But they're like, I don't feel like that's like their audience, so it doesn't matter.
No, yeah. It's just,
but I still appreciated the effort.
It's Kenan Thompson out there still working for SNL.
And some of them kind of looked like they could
the
play
Kevin
for the
Love.
Cavs.
Yeah.
There's like a little Dellavedova lookalike in there.
Yeah.
They could use Dellavedova. I can't stand Dellavedova. Oh,
what is wrong?
Well,
Australians you don't like?
Easily the most annoying player in the NBA.
How?
Like on my all-time list of annoying players, Roy Hibbert. Okay, and
Roy
I mean
Hibbert.
Dellavedova is just 1A.
How's Lance Stevenson?
Clowning on Roy Hibbert though, it has. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was like some of the most fun I've ever had in my career.
Yeah, Roy Hibbert's just a ogre.
Skip brought Roy Hibbert up the other day on the show, and I made a sound I've never made on national television before. I couldn't believe it. I like to summon the name of Roy Hibbert. Who was he? He was saying Ben Simmons was playing like Roy Hibbert.
Ooh.
In burn. That is a burn. That is a burn. That is a burn. You have to play excellent to come back from that. And he will. But I mean, Roy Hibbert.
Oh man.
He's just dribbling off his foot.
What segment were we doing just now?
That was Litless. Let's do loser power rankings.
All right, let's do it.
Loser power rankings. Loser power rankings. These are the losers of the week. We're actually gonna do this backwards. Ashley thought she was slick, but we're gonna start with the Heat.
Let's do it.
So apparently there are some rumors that they're going to trade Hassan Whiteside, which is not surprising at all. Shout out Barry Jackson, Miami Herald. He was the first one to have this report.
Scoop.
Look, it's all character stuff with Hassan Whiteside, and I just don't understand why anyone's surprised by this. Like this is why he was playing. He was 7 foot tall playing at the Y.
Yes, exactly. He was a character. He is a character.
I mean, I understand you feel like if you give someone a bunch of money that they're going to then appreciate it and then like change what they do. But like, no. That's not always how it works. So there should be no surprise here. And look, I like Hassan Whiteside. I wish he was better. I certainly wish he was better in the postseason against the Sixers. But
I think you probably wish he cared about being better because he is good. He's a good player. But
yes,
I don't think he cares
a good player.
about.
He could be a great player,
right?
And there's a disconnect there as to why. And now he's gotten paid, so it's like, what's the motivation? He's still going to get paid. Like he's going to end up somewhere else, and he's probably going to be the same for them. But
he low-key stopped playing well when D Wade came back. I think he wants to have a team. He wants it to be like. He wants to be part like the Bucks.
Okay, but he's like a dinosaur when it comes to how the NBA is played these days. Like he's never going to be that guy on the team. That's not how the NBA is played these days. Not when Steph Curry is pulling up from half court. It just doesn't work. You can't defend that guy. Sorry, you have to have pieces around you. It just doesn't work that way. You putting
Whiteside in losers and then starting the show saying LeBron could tie or leapfrog over MJ.
Yeah.
This is quite the episode.
Why? Because I'm saying things I don't want to say?
like you're being.
I like Hassan Whiteside. I gotta keep it real.
Yeah.
Keep it real. Keep it don't. All right. Second.
Keep it don't.
Coach Fizdale. A lot of Miami stuff. I'm secretly squishing in here.
Yeah,
also.
yeah. Ain't no secret.
If you're onto it.
What's up?
So obviously, Fizdale was fired
Mm-hmm.
because of Marc Gasol.
Right.
Take that for data.
Data is how he pronounced it.
data?
He
Data?
pronounced it. How do you pronounce it?
I like this. What do I say? Can I get the
Data.
data? I think I say data.
Mm-mm.
I would like some more data on that.
Data.
Data?
I like data.
Anyway, I like Fizdale.
Mm-hmm.
And he is now the coach of the Knicks.
What you got to say about that?
I mean, it's the Knicks. Like, I'm glad for Fizdale. He obviously, like, deserved another job.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's a good coach. And he could be a great coach if he got the right pieces, like, to work with. Unfortunately, that owner is one of the worst owners all time in sports.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's, we'll see.
Do you think they hired him hoping that he can talk to LeBron?
For LeBron to go to New York? No.
I'm asking.
No.
Because back in the day, when we were talking about getting him out to the Lakers, we wanted him to coach the Lakers so LeBron would come out to the Lakers.
No, everyone stop. Everyone just relax. No. There's no way that LeBron is going from dealing with Dan Gilbert to dealing with James Dolan. Just let that dream die. Sorry. You can't get rid of the owner. You can't trade him. You can't fire him.
After this playoffs, though, you think James Dolan and other owners like that, okay, maybe we should listen to LeBron a little bit more?
Why on earth? Name one motivation that James Dolan has to change anything that he has ever done? When you look at the streak of losing that the Knicks have endured, and I like the Knicks. Like, I think that the NBA is better when the Knicks are good. I like key franchises to be good. Lakers, right. Knicks, Celtics. I like for them. Sixers. I like for those franchises to be good. So this is not any hate. It's just reality.
Right.
What is the motivation?
Him and his band can make like a real cool playoff series song. I'd be down to listen to that.
Look, that's not happening.
Okay.
And he's a billionaire, so you can't tell him anything.
Right.
They don't tend to listen.
So how's Fizz going to do with the Knicks?
I think he'll do fine. Like I mean, they have. Okay, I don't know. I hope he does well. I like Fizdale, but the point is, the point of the story is Marc Gasol is the loser, because it came out that he said he wanted his own locker room, and he convinced management to get rid of Zach Randolph and Tony Allen, and Fizz also asked each player if they believe they could win a championship, only to be met by a countering Gasol who claimed that the team didn't have the right leader. Okay. So Fizz told Gasol, I get it. You want Greg Popovich and I want LeBron James.
Woo!
Which makes me love Fizz even more.
Can't say that enough.
It's so funny. I mean, you are so not LeBron James, Marc Gasol.
What is his deal?
I don't know, man. I don't know. And I don't know why they would ever listen to him either. But whatever. Anyway, number one loser this week is Adele. And our producer Ashley has many thoughts on this, but to explain the situation, Adele, I don't care. I don't really get offended by a lot of stuff. Okay, even stuff I should be offended by doesn't really actually move me.
Right.
You can tell when I'm offended by something because I flip out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not offended by this, but I know the outrage police were on Adele's ass for it, and my thing is more like, what are you thinking? More is what I'm saying, which is like, I don't get it. So she had a 30th birthday party.
Mm-hmm. Shouts out.
Happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I love Adele. A wonderful singer. All-time talent. She had a Titanic, Someone Like You, Rolling in the Deep.
Other Side.
Other Side.
Was that the name of it?
I don't think so. Hello? Yes, that's it. I like the...
Titanic. Titanic.
Anyway, she had a Titanic-themed birthday party.
Mm-hmm. What's wrong with that?
People died in the Titanic.
I mean, some
sank.
We would know about it.
A lot of people died. The point of that story is that people died. That the ship sank.
I thought the point
it
of
hit an iceberg and then people died.
Oh, I thought it was just a story about being an artist and.
No, that's the movie. But the movie is based on an actual thing that actually happens.
With the boat.
So look, with the boat, yes, it was a big boat, and then it ran into an iceberg, and then people died.
Right.
Because
hypothetically.
No, literally.
Okay.
Literally. So if you have a Breakfast Club themed birthday party, cool.
Yes.
That's a movie based on things that did not happen. If you have an Avatar themed birthday party, not real. Okay, has some cultural influences for sure, but all still not real. If you have a Star Wars themed, No, Pocahontas also a real person.
No, I was talking about Avatar. That was like, he said some real themes.
Yes,
Yeah,
there
yeah,
was
yeah.
some Native American influences.
Yes.
Appropriation. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, but nevertheless, still those aliens with the tails that you have sex with each other with
Right.
things.
In the tree.
Yeah, and the moving ground and all
We
that
don't
stuff.
do that.
Not real.
No.
Not a real thing. So Pocahontas is real though. So don't have a Pocahontas themed birthday party either.
I don't know.
Look,
Have you ever heard the wolf cry at the moon?
I mean, Vanessa Williams, forget it. Pocahontas changed my life because she was the first like Disney princess that actually looked like me.
Oh man, she jumped off that red water. Woo, girl,
Okay,
had no
so
cares.
anyway, defend your girl, Ashley, because I don't understand it.
Okay, first of all,
Yeah.
Adele is perfect. So
Mm.
let's start right there. Second of all, the party was themed only after the film. Only the film.
The film is based on something that actually happened.
The only thing that died in the making of this film was James Cameron's marriage.
Oh.
No people.
Wow.
Boom.
That's
Bars.
actually good bars. I like that.
Egregious,
Hey,
unnecessary
I
jab.
can't poke holes in that.
But
At all.
she did go on to make the Hurt Locker, which was I didn't see
Right.
it, but
Should.
I did not see it
It was
either,
an
but I heard it
influential
was great.
right.
The only photos that came from this party depicted scenes from the film.
So did they have just like people like blue
So-
laid out in the grass floating on doors?
Right.
So let's put it like this.
Like how literal?
When Celine Dion performs "My Heart Will Go On,"
Right.
Are we accusing her of celebrating death every time she sings that song because it came from Titanic?
No, but you can also argue that you're remembering the people that died in Titanic. I don't know any of the people that died in Titanic. Obviously, it doesn't change my life. R.I.P. But I'm saying, in the party, they're wearing life vests. Like when you're pulling the
There were
life
life
vest
vests in the
over
film.
your head for the party,
Yeah.
aren't you like, hey, why would someone wear a life vest?
Right.
I don't know, because the ship's sinking and then people are drowning.
Well, it's part of the story of the film.
That actually happened.
Honestly,
It's a real story. Its story is not fake.
yeah. It's like
You can't say like I'm having a Pearl Harbor themed birthday party,
Right.
Like based off of the movie because
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale's in it. Like
ooh. What about a 12 Years a Slave themed birthday party?
none of these things, okay? None of these
not that
things
either?
actually happened. In no way am I comparing Pearl Harbor or 12 Years a Slave to what happened in Titanic. All I'm just saying is it's a tragedy and it doesn't make any sense to me. So if
sorry.
people are, I can't defend her. Like I don't even care. I don't even think people are actually that outraged. But it's just one of those situations where like someone does something and I'm like, why would you do that?
Okay, so you're telling me if you got an exclusive invitation to this party, you're saying what? F you, Adele. No thanks. I'm not going.
Not. I mean,
I've never been to a Titanic themed birthday party though, so that might be lit.
I might have to check
You
it
know what I'm
out.
saying?
But
'Cause you
I'm
would
just,
look nice.
I think I'm gonna wear regular clothes. And
High
be like,
waters.
I didn't want to participate. Oh my god.
Yes, you gotta wear some high waters. You gotta be as themed as possible.
We'll leave
It's
it
very
there.
in right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Loafers
yeah,
and
yeah.
high waters. Mm-hmm. I'd be in the band. I would play with the Whisper song as the Titanic went
Ying
down.
Yang Twins whisper very influential.
Did they say bring swim trunks to that party or?
Yeah. Need to bring your floaties.
Adele.
All right, let's do the Migos culture report.
Yes, please.
The Met Gala. Yes.
Met Gala.
Yes, the Met Gala. I feel like the Met Gala is the obnoxious celebrity version of the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Yes.
Like, I don't know what happens there.
Except there's no footage of that, not even on C-SPAN.
No, right.
I don't even know
I
what's
don't know.
going
No
on
one
there.
knows what happens when they go inside. We just
Right.
see the red carpet, and then something happens inside. I
Is there an
assume.
inside?
I don't even know. Maybe
Maybe
it's just like
stairs.
a hallway, and they go take more pictures, and then they go take those ridiculous outfits off.
Yeah, movie magic.
But it's a big deal every single year, and
Mm-hmm.
I love the theme this year. It was Heavenly Bodies, Fashion, and Catholic Imagination. Yes, Riley, be with you.
Catholic imagination?
I think so. Or influence. I don't know. But anyway, everyone was dressed like scary, like medieval Catholic influence stuff with crosses. And
Yeah,
Kim Kardashian
yeah,
has a
yeah.
gold dress with they put some crosses on so it fit the theme, I guess.
Yeah.
It was Versace. She looked great, whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, the Migos were there. They were also wearing Versace.
They're rocking a Versace, throwing back to their title track, the one that got them popular, with Drake jumped on. Offset was in jail when they first came out for Versace, and they were balled out. They had a trap house chain on. They're jeweled up. Cardi B and Nicki
Cardi B and Nicki spoke. We saw a picture of them speaking.
Yes.
So maybe they've made up. Who knows?
possibly bearing the hatchet.
Maybe. Cardi B
After-
looked awesome.
Yes, as always.
She looked like the Hood Mary.
the Hood Mary.
I have a
Magdalene or Jesus' mama?
no Jesus' mama.
Okay, cool.
I have a prayer candle with Cardi B in my dressing room.
Ooh,
Here
have
at
you
Fox.
lit it?
I have not. I'm saving for a special occasion. I also have a Prince prayer candle. I'm collecting them.
We got
Feel
one
free
more.
to send them.
Power threes. What's that one?
Yeah, I do.
Mike
Holy
Jack?
Trinity. Who do I want? I mean, I feel like I could do a Jordan prayer candle. I don't know. I gotta think about it. But anyway,
yes.
yeah. So they met up, and we found out that Nicki's new album's name is Queen.
Yes.
That's coming out.
She dropped visuals for Chung Lee and Barbie things. I didn't have time for it.
No. Cam Newton was there.
Yes.
Basically wearing the same thing he wore last year, but with different colors.
It's
You know what I
Cam.
figured out about Cam Newton? Cam Newton, he's known for like these outfits. He's basically the same outfit. Like he wears the Pharrell hat.
Yeah.
What does he do? Like, and
He's
the
actually
glasses.
pretty consistent. Well, the foxtail was a thing back in the day. Like, you know, people aren't doing that as much
Right.
anymore. He was weird. He was the weird one with that one. But like sports coats with no shirt.
I don't
Like,
know.
What
But the
does he do?
most important thing about that happened at the Met Gala was Tom Brady showed up. We think Tom
He
Brady
got rolled up. He got rolled
looks
in.
fucking crazy. He looks crazy, and I don't care. I'm gonna say it because I'm worried about him, and I don't know what's happening. First of all, he's the same color as Giselle. Giselle's got spray tanned, and he obviously got spray tanned.
Yes.
Side note: A-Rod was there with J-Lo, obviously, and there's a kissing picture. They're getting lit on the red carpet.
How you feel?
Back to Tom Brady.
Okay.
Tom Brady's hair looks insane.
Yes.
He looks insane.
Tom
He's
Brady
got this
is.
crazy ass outfit on
Android.
with a turtleneck. And you know what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady is a pod person. He looks more and more like Patrick Bateman from American Psycho every single week. And I'm really, really getting concerned.
There's no way he's real. Not this one. The one we're looking at now. Not a real person.
Not a real person.
Doesn't breathe normal air.
You know what I think it is? I think Giselle.
Ugh. Sorry, just look at the picture.
He looks so crazy.
So crazy.
I think Giselle has made a pod person Tom Brady because she wants him to retire. So there's a pod person Tom Brady, and then there's the actual Tom Brady who like plays football. That's
Sure.
the pod person that we saw at the Met Gala. Like that's like the way that the way he's like.
Ugh. Ugh.
You can't see me. I'm wide mouth
Joy,
smiling.
look at this photo.
No.
They're gonna have Tom Brady.
Guys, why?
They're gonna have Tom Brady in these
Why?
haunted houses
No
in October.
No way is that a real picture. Stop
Ugh.
it. Stop it. No disrespect to the GOAT that is Tom Brady, but that is not Tom
What's
Brady.
wrong with your face?
There is a pod person on the loose with Giselle. The real Tom Brady is locked up at home watching film.
Right? Tom Brady's never this happy.
No, there's no way. I figured it out. There are two Tom Bradys. Giselle is clone Tom Brady, and then there's that's like Tommy, and then Tom Brady is at home.
Right.
So that's why she's okay with it, because she was tired of her husband playing football. She wants some time with him. So she made a pod person. Pod person's at the Met Gala.
Which
real
one is
Tom
his name?
Brady's
What's
at
his
home.
name?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Look at that.
Tommy out.
Yes. That's why. Why is he spray tans? That dude is spray tans.
He looks insane, Joy. Like honestly,
I can't get over it. He looks so crazy.
I'm so done. Like I'm completely over talking or looking at Tom Brady. I can't look at this guy.
Change it. I don't ever want to see that picture again.
Oh
It scarred
my
me
gosh!
for life.
You guys see this?
I don't want to see it again. We have to put it up. I mean,
That's from Giselle's video too.
it's so-
where
it's-
she's like, "Doesn't he look nice?
Yes.
Doesn't he look nice? It's Tommy."
He
Did she call him Tommy in that?
terrifying.
I don't know if I couldn't watch it.
Am I
Ugh.
It's insane.
am I allowed to be excited that Tom Brady or Tommy, whoever that is, made the Culture Report?
It's Tommy. Sure.
Yeah,
Although
you
he
can be
didn't really
happy
make
about
the
that.
culture report for the right reasons.
No.
It feels like a win, like a win and a loss, sort of. Maybe it's a tie.
It's mostly an L.
Honestly, if you're looking for Tom Brady to get joy out of, like, you already lost cause. Tom Brady ain't here for you.
True.
Tom Brady ain't here for you.
Tom
no,
Brady
no
doesn't care
white
about
people
you.
are here for other white
Tommy might be,
True
because
that.
who knows what Tommy's up to. That guy is up to something. I don't know what it is. We might be too late before we find out, but that guy's up to something. Finally, we have to find out with a new name for In or Out. 'Cause
Man.
first things first stole it. Shout out First Things First. So we had the people decide
Yes.
what is the outcome.
So I
Well,
tell
what
you
were the
that.
suggestions, first of all?
Well, with it or quit it, mad lit or bad bit, good, bad, or big mad. Those are what we
Good,
rolled
bad,
out
or
with.
big mad is really fun to say, but
Good,
it
bad, or
doesn't
big
make
mad.
any sense.
It does make sense. Like a good bad. Like the good bad. When it's like this, ooh, that's bad. Like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Like good bad.
Bad.
Yeah. Or
Good
Big
Bad
Mad.
or Big Mad. I like Big Mad, but
Big
it doesn't.
Mad. We
Good
love
Bad
Big
doesn't
Mad.
make sense. Anyways,
So
let's on.
people have spoken. I did want to shout out Ballin' or Fallen. I do like that as a suggestion.
The Crazy Gang has spoken.
The Crazy Gang. We came up with that this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Crazy Gang.
There might have been some tequila involved.
Yes.
In that idea.
Yes. X amount of tequila.
But I do think it's a good idea, though.
Yes. So after the votes were tallied up, I tallied up Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. 61% of the Crazy Gang likes With It or Quit It. 23% likes Mad Lit or Bad Bit. And 16% likes Good Bad or Big Mad.
Mad Lit or Bad Bit is good also.
It's fun.
But I think With It or Quit It is good.
With It or Quit It. That's the brand.
You don't love it?
I do like, honestly, I'm very upset with Matt Titanic, the CP of First Things First.
For Sailing In or Out, our very creative name.
But if we had to change, I like With It or Quit It.
All right, With It or Quit It. We all in agreement?
What?
Every time I look at it, I'm not paying attention to us.
No one likes it. What?
Sure.
Thank you.
Ashley, give us a sure.
Okay.
No one's excited about it. Listen, I don't like it either. I
do like it.
Let's put it in one of our things. Joy, With It or Quit It.
No, that's not. First of all, that effort was trash.
We'll figure out the beats.
We'll figure out the beats of it.
The beats are gonna change a little bit. Here we go. We got Rodney Hood. All right.
Rodney Hood. Okay.
Rodney Hood. I'm gonna read it better than you read it. I don't even have it here. But
Please be my guest.
Rodney Hood decided that he was not going to go into the game when Ty Lue called on him in the fourth quarter because he's been taken out of the rotation. Joy would.
Yeah.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'll get it. Maybe not right this second. I'm not gonna wait
Thank
this time.
you.
We will figure out the beats. Look, I got Luis to smile. Luis thought that was funny. Yay! Okay, so we'll figure that out.
We'll figure out the beats.
Okay. Thanks for joining us this week.
Yes.
We got a little insane. That tends to happen. You at Hockey Talk. It takes us. It derails us.
Say no to the NHL.
Yeah, shout out hockey. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Make sure that you follow us on all our social media pages at Maybe I'm Crazy Pod.
Right.
You can follow Newman at Newman Show 99, myself at Joy Taylor Talks. Make sure you subscribe and share and leave us good ratings because you love us and we love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not.